Thank you, Mr. Jane, for doing this interview with us. Firstly, we'd like to talk about pre-migration. Can I have your full name, please?
My name is RLJ Jain.
And where was you born?
I was born in Faridkot state. It's in Punjab, very near to the border of Pakistan, and the big city next to my state is Firozpur. The Firozpur itself is on the borderline of River Satluj.
Do you remember your date of birth? Your date of birth?
Oh yeah, date of birth. I was born in 1928.
Can we talk about childhood now? Was your childhood good?
First child.
Your childhood. Your own childhood.
पंजाबी च दस दिओ जी फिर इत्थे मैनू समझ नहीं आई
बचपना चंगा सी?
बचपना well, it's mixed, I should say. I had 3 elder brothers. They forced me to do some job which I didn't like to do it, but I was forced. And in some ways I had problem with the money. They were very tight. They wouldn't give me the pocket money. I have to try all sorts of tricks. My father got one shop. My elder father, what do you call, Tayaji, elder brother of my father, he got a shop. So we used to get 1 paisa from once a day. So I have to try it. When father is sitting in the shop, I try to get the money from him, telling him I haven't had any pocket money yet. So one way or other, I had to try it. In those days, the value of the paisa was quite good. And then those days was rupee. Nowadays, rupees have very little value in India now, but then those days was a great value.
Did you have many friends?
I did have friends living around the house and some in the school as well. Otherwise, they are very friendly. Now I still go and talk to them. They are always very friendly. Right from the beginning up till now, they are still friends. 1 or 2 are there.
Was your childhood strict? Were your parents strict?
My parents?
Were they strict?
No. See, this is a different religion from Sikh. It's called Jainism. Jain Dharam, what you call it. It's quite different and it's a very old religion. Very, very old religion. Even some says older than Hindu religion. But it's very confined to very few people.
Was you ambitious as a youngster?
As a youngster, I didn't have any ambition in the beginning, to be honest with you. I want to earn money. My parents were not very rich. And for that purpose, I did my graduation and the training as a teacher, and I earned money. Whatever I earned money, I paid part of money to my parents and the other one I kept it. Then suddenly my nephew came here. That changed my ambition. I must go to England to see how it works and for a holiday.
Was you expected to go out and find work?
Here?
No, in general.
In India, yes. I worked as a teacher for 3.5 years. In those days, my nephew came. I decided to leave the job and come here.
You say you had a brother. How many brothers and sisters did you have altogether?
Well, we have 4 brothers and 2 sisters. They were all married and they are well settled. I wanted them to come here, my nephew, but they didn't like to come here. They were all settled there, so no problem from the background, from my parents and all of that one.
Did you have good relationships with your brothers and sisters?
Oh, wonderful. I wish one should have like my brothers and sisters. Even now, I go to India every year. My parents have died. I live with my brothers, and they honored me. They looked after me. My elder brother looked after me as their own son. They treated me so well. They provide everything in the house for me. Me and my wife both will go and live there for at least 3 weeks or 4 weeks. We are treated very well, like VIP, you can say that one.
Were you educated?
Yeah, I did my graduation in India, and then I did my teacher's training there. And I came here, worked in the factory, and then I got the teacher's job. I worked as a teacher.
We'll go into that in a minute.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy school?
Did I enjoy what?
School.
School? No, not much. There are too many harsh teachers are there. Here the children do enjoy. We don't enjoy teaching there. Those days there are too many beatings going on. If you don't do the homework, the teacher will smack you hard. You are supposed to do it again tomorrow. And if I didn't do it homework very well, now my brother will come to ask me, have you done your homework? I said, no, you go and do the homework. I've been very crook, I should say. When I didn't want to do the homework, I put the light on, close the door, and I go to sleep. And my brother thinks he's working, reading, but actually I wasn't reading.
Were you and your parents religious?
My parents? Religious means same religions or?
Yeah.
Oh, they are very religious. They go to the Satanic, we call it, or Jain temple, you can say the other one, every day. And my mother used to sit for 48 minutes every morning in one corner of the house to do the prayer, every day. And my father used to go, if there are some sadhus, or you call it monks, they came here, they go to there, or listen their lectures or sermons there, what you call it. They are very religious people.
Was you religious?
I am.
Were you religious then?
Yeah, religion is a very part of one's life. As you grow old, the religion takes over your life, because you ultimately think we done our job, what we want, 2 days, 2 meals in a day, and nothing else. You don't need anything afterwards. And then religion takes you apart. He says, devote some time to religion to purify your own soul.
Now we'll move on to migration. Why did you leave your home country?
That's what if economical reason, you can say that one simple.
Why did you choose Wolverhampton?
That's a good story. Actually, I went to London. From London, I came to Birmingham. Some friends were there, and they found a job for me in Wolverhampton in a factory. And so I came to Wolverhampton, and thereafter didn't bother going anywhere. I'm well settled here.
Did you come alone or did you come with your family?
No, I came first, and then the family followed.
Can you remember any vivid memories about when you came to Wolverhampton?
Oh, there are quite a number of vivid memories. For example, one was there was a racial bar in housing market. We want to move out for a better house. We went to see a new house. All new houses were never given to any Asian people. They were turned away, straight away. You have to live in the terraced house and all those ones. We went to one house to see the house itself, and the English couple came out, says, "Sir," looking at our face, he says, "Sorry, this house is sold." That's all right. We sat in our car, moved a bit. Then another English people came there. They were shown around it. That upset me. So we got the money and he got the money. There shouldn't be any difference. And this is what happened now. This racial bar in housing is finished because Asian people have got more money compared to other people, and they are well settled. They got the best houses. I've seen so many very good houses, better than quite a number of people living here.
Was Wolverhampton what you expected?
Pardon?
Was Wolverhampton what you expected?
Well, it's all right in the beginning. Now it's a big problem. It changed a lot. So much traffic is there. They put a lot of one-way traffic. And I remember one incident. My nephew lived here for 5 years in Wolverhampton. He went to live in Derby, and he came back. I couldn't find his own house. No, couldn't find my house. He said, I have to went round and round, and I came back to the Penn Road again, round and round to the Ring Road. It took some time. This one-way traffic is killing in the town for the newcomer to come to find the house. What we do it is, any visitor or guest comes, we tell him in the town center, give us a ring. And the place where you are standing near about any identification, then we come to pick you up there.
At the time, was you happy with your move?
Happy with the
Happy with the move?
move?
Move from India to England?
No, not in the beginning. I decided to stay here for a couple of years, earn some money, and then go back and start business there. And I went there. But the conditions they're so different now compared to this, so I had to come back here and finally settled here. Decided to stay here, not to go here. I tried in the beginning, but it didn't work out.
Now we can move on to process of settlement. Where did you live?
Where do we live?
Where did you live when you first came?
When I came here, well, I lived in a rented rooms, houses. The conditions were very bad. And later on, I bought a house with a friend of mine, two together, shared the house. Then the wife said, let's move separately, then moved to another house. And then she wanted to move in a better housing. Then we got this house. This is a hell of a job to get this one from the travel agent. He wouldn't like to sell the houses, new housing estate to Asian people. He says, I can't help you, I can't sell you this house. I said, well, what's the problem? He said, oh, we can't arrange your mortgage. I said, forget about everything, you put our deposit, and the rest of the things I will do it myself.
When did your wife and family come over?
When she came, that's 1958 she came, I think.
Did you have children? Did you have children then?
No, the children were here, born here, all of them here.
Did you find employment?
Did she?
Did you find work?
Yes, she found the work. It's a very difficult one, and she was a lecturer in India, and here she got a job as a part-time teacher, and then she was stuck in a school where the head is very strict. She was on the verge of leaving the job. Then we came across one of the counselors. He says, he went to the accounts director of education, told him to transfer her to another school. It's a head is very difficult. She's the director of education told the counselor, don't worry, she is going to retire very soon, so she will be very happy. Later on, a new head came. She was ever so sympathetic, and she got very good relations with the staff and with the head.
Did you find there was racism at your workplace?
Workplace, pardon?
Did you find there was racism at your workplace?
पंजाबी दसी मैंने समझ नहीं आया, तेरा लफ्ज़ नहीं समझ आया,
ਜਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਰੇਸਿਜ਼ਮ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ?
फिर भी नहीं समझ आया।
ਜਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀ
हाँ हाँ,
ਉੱਥੇ ਰੇਸਿਜ਼ਮ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ? Racism.
racism. The way I'm working, no, hardly any racism. It only, this problem has come up within the last 10 or 12 years. It was hardly non-existent in the workplace. All the lower jobs are given to us, to the Asian people, hard jobs, which the English people didn't like to work. And before us, Asian people, the Polish people were here. They were all the dirty job, hard job, they used to do it. And thereafter we got it. Later on, racism started afterwards when the educated people came in. They had the same qualification like others, and they didn't get any job. Then they complained, why is it the racism here? Why are we not treated equally? Then they say your language, yours, what you call it, language, a spoken language is not up to the mark the way we wanted it. So they accepted. Now it's a new generation is there. Their language is ever so good. They're born here, no problem. They can't find anything wrong with them. Even then they are not given best jobs.
Did you find somewhere to pray?
Prayer. There wasn't any prayer hall at that time. Only six temples came here. One in the Dudley Street. That's the only first one. Temple is about 20 years ago. Before there was not any temple here. There wasn't any mosque here. The mosque came afterwards. We didn't have any other temple there. We got one temple only in Birmingham. So we used to do the prayer in our own house in one corner.
Where did you pray?
Well, upstairs, downstairs, wherever it is quiet there.
Could you speak English?
Yeah, good.
If we move on to the present day, do you feel that migrating was the best thing for you?
Do I feel migration?
Migrating from India to England was the best thing for you?
Good for me.
And your family?
How do you find it? Well, in some respect it's good, but other respects it's very bad. One of the biggest aspect is we expect the children to help us when we are in old age. And here it is different other way. Everybody is of his own master. Nobody helps you when you are old. Only the government helps you. So this is their one thing. And biggest change is, even though we brought our children here and everything, they are missing something, that is the culture and religious education. They are missing, from my point of view, may not be from others. This is what I'm missing here.
Do you revisit or plan to revisit your home country?
Oh, I do. See, we are honored there. We are treated like VIP guests in both places. And another thing is, we never had a chance to see India. But when we go here, from here, we go to various places, holy places. Some time ago, we went to Jain temples in Rajasthan and Gujarat. They are quite a good one and very, very well known, like Mount Abu, visitor place there.
Has Wolverhampton changed in your opinion? Has Wolverhampton changed?
Oh yeah, Wolverhampton changed a lot. I have seen so many changes in Wolverhampton. It's very difficult for a new person to imagine what they are. There's a marketplace. It used to be old place here. Now it's a newly built here. Where the civic center is, it's another market. Was from here to their market. New civic center built. Every year some construction is there. I keep on saying it's changing. Wolverhampton has changed a lot. It's become now a university as well. It wasn't there, only technical college, one or two. Now it's big, everything, biggest everything. Very big hospital, New Cross. It was a small one. Royal Hospital was big one. Now Royal Hospital is closed. The other one is big one.
Can you tell me what you have done for Wolverhampton? What you have done for Wolverhampton?
What I have for Wolverhampton?
Done for Wolverhampton.
What I have done for Wolverhampton? Only thing is I help people when there is a problem in interpretations. In the hospital, when I go there in hospital, any of our Asian people got a problem there, I go and talk to them and translate for them. Or a get together and let's have a friendly talk with each other. This is what I did. Nowadays I'm a member of the interfaith group which wants to put all religions together to have a friendship with every community. That's what I do, but not much. We used to do with member of the Friends of the Earth, those environmental interested people, but not much I did it. I help only when the police comes here, they've got a problem here, could you come in the station to help us translate that. Sometime my wife will go in solicitor's office, they want the interpretations, something like that. Interpretation normally we do. Or some of the ladies, they come here. One there was a classes there and one of the head teacher came here, so we only came here to teach English to the Indian ladies, and you are writing on the blackboard, numbering up 1, 2, 3, 4. My wife told me they want to know the bus number. They don't know the number. That's why I've written the numbers there, 3, 4. They can easily see the bus number, then they can ride on it. We help in this way, any problems, anything. Some of the problems come in the school. Then the teachers called us, how are you going to settle this one, how are you going to solve it. Then we get the parents of the child and then explain the situation and problem, and that's how I help them. Nowadays I'm free, I help everyone whoever is there.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell me about yourself?
Myself? I don't know, to be honest. Only nowadays I'm a bit I keep asking doing something, but I don't know. I'm only interested in helping others. If any problem comes, anybody asks me, come and help us, we do go this one. This is when we do it. Nowadays we're helping our children's, grandchildren's, their problems, we helping them, they're solving. Any other problem comes, we try to help each other.
Right, then thank you very much for the...
And this one I mentioned to you, this is the lady who had 134. There was a ceremony there at Bathinda Station, Bathinda Center.
Okay, Mr. Jain, earlier on you talked about Jainism.
Yeah.
Can you just explain to me what Jainism is, please?
Jainism is one of the oldest religion in the world, and like Sikh Dharam, there are 10 gurus. We have 24 Tirthankars. The last Tirthankar was Lord Mahavira 2600 years ago. Before 100 years before, there was another Tirthankar, 23rd is Lord Parashnath Bhagwan. And before that is Tirthankar Neminath Bhagwan. Up to there the history has a proof. Beyond the other first to 22 Tirthankars, there is no actual proof.
So what are you calling them? Some thinkers?
Tirthankar, the people who purified their soul and they went to heaven, and they conquer their birth and the death, the cycle of birth and death, they conquer it. And then when this is purified, they purified their soul, there is no death, no birth. They are called Tirthankar. They lead the people, they show the way to follow this path. You can become a Tirthankar yourself, you can purify your soul as well.
So as a Jain, what does that involve? As a practicing Jain, what do you have to do?
Well, there are 3 principles, the jewels principles. They are, the one is right faith, right practice, and right knowledge. These are 3 principles. These are the main one, the pillars. Then the other 5.
Can you just explain very briefly what the right faith, right practice, right...
Well, faith, simply you have to have a faith in a particular thing, and what is told by the Tirthankar, you follow that one, is called practice, right practice. And for that one you got to have a knowledge, the knowledge of the religion where you are going to do it. All these 3 together linked with it. You got to have a knowledge first, then you have a faith in it, and then you practice it. This is all about the essence of the Jainism. Then all those Tirthankar, they give you some principles to follow to have a happier life or a sacred life, easy life. Is the first one is non-violence, which is basic for every Jain to follow. Non-violence. Non-violence simply means you don't kill anybody to eat the animal or anyone. No killing involved in it. The second one is telling the truth. Third one is don't steal. Fourth one is don't be greedy. And the last one, which is formed by Lord Mahavira, these 4 principles, the first 4 were formed by from 1st to 23rd Tirthankar, and the last one formed is control of sex life, but called celebrity or celebrity or chastity. What is the control of sex? Because in this world nowadays sex is playing a greater part in life and leading everyone to evil. Those olden days there was no problem of sex. Well, due to this sex problem, the drugs have come and the mugging have come. All these are leading to sex life. If it is a controlled one, That is told by the Lord that if you are married, don't bother to look anywhere else. You stay with your wife, you'll be happy alive.
So you don't practice celibacy in marriage then? In chains?
No, we practice, we have the children, don't you?
Yeah. But after children, do you practice celibacy? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, there are two types of celibacy. One for the people who are married. They don't bother about other women running after the other woman. The celibacy for other people like nuns and monks. You see in these are they are practice. They don't go. Their sex life is controlled. They don't bother about anything. They have no sex life. You can simply say celebrity, complete celebrity. What is called in our language Puran Brahmacharya Palan Karte. All those saints in Hindu religion, Jain religion, they are all Puran Brahmacharya. They controlled fully right from the beginning. Once it is known any one of these, nuns or the monks, their character is loose, they are kicked out of the sect. They are not supposed to be there. So we give them their normal clothes, civilian clothes, leave the white clothes there. That was their very controlled one in our religion. The same is practiced in other religion as well, but sometimes it is very loose, something like that.